What's up, guys? Can you guys hear me okay? Bear with me as this is my first live stream, so I'm figuring it out. Awesome! Sweet. So I'll be playing through with my ewoks, and during this whole thing, feel free to type up whatever questions you have, and they don't have to necessarily be about getting C3PO. So think of this as like a big Q&A as well as a playthrough and unlock. So I can use whatever ewoks you guys want me to use. My T-Bow's only gear 10. The rest are gear 11. I'm going to see if I can do it without switching around mods, doing anything fancy. Because I saw some people like having to use 150 speed bonus and stuff like that. And that's not really attainable, especially if you don't have any that are gear 12 and can't put your 6-dot mods on them. I have a Zeta on Chirpa and Wicket. So let's get started. I've refrained from watching any kind of videos so I don't spoil it for myself. So Gamer X only has the original 4 in Paplu. Okay, next round I'll try T-Bow. And yeah, we can see if we can do it without Wicket. Okay, so this is perfect and why I like to have Paplu be my fastest. So I can use Galvanize on my low gray. Perfect. Oh, that's sweet. That's cool. That makes me want to watch Star Wars again, the original trilogy. Oh, KC Talks Life, you did it with T-Bow lead? Okay, so let's try T-Bow. Let's try original 4. And Paplu. Although I don't have any mods on T-Bow. Everyone else is modded okay. Let's see what we can add. You know, I've had my ewoks built up quite a long time, because they happen to be one of my first favorite factions. I loved how Ewok Elder was the only character for probably the first 2 years that could revive on command. You had Daka that could, you had a chance, but Ewok Elder was the only one that anytime you wanted, as long as it wasn't on cooldown, you could revive, and it was beautiful. Let's put some speed on Ewok Scout. Oh, that was a good one. And then let's go with that. Slice the triangle. Oh, health is okay. I like health. I'm never sad when I get health. But speed or offense would have been better. This is really fun. Okay, let's get some mods on T-Bow. Let's see. We're going to do some potency. Don't really care what they are. So let's put a tenacity set, some potency, let's see. I'm looking for health. There we go. Okay, let's try this and see how well we can do. So I've heard some people are able to do it without Paplu, some are able to do it without low gray. Okay. So the enemies are still really weak right now. So not much of a challenge yet. I'm really excited about C3PO because he does have 5 uniques. Granted, it's more like one big unique that got separated into 3 with the different factions like Galactic Republic, Resistance, and Rebel. Probably to make it more easy to understand and separated like that, and to cost you more Omegas. Yes, I agree with you, Darth Microtransaction, that 5-star C3PO, and even an undergeared one, is going to be fine. Because you don't need any huge damage numbers from him, and you don't need huge health on him. You're just looking for potency and the ability to survive. Okay, now they've got some speed added to them. I love the way that translation buff looks with the Star Wars writing. Okay, so they've all got turn meter now. I don't think that the T-bow lead is going to be very good. Does the dude have beef? Yeah. That's super cool how they have them kneel. I really enjoy that part of it. Ooh. So the confuse is 3 little question marks. And with only 1 stack, it just means that now my Papalu can't gain buffs. Remove translation. So I don't think that any of these enemies have any leaderships besides Leia. I haven't been able to tell yet, but I'm going to guess that Indoor Leia is programmed to be the same as Hoth Rebel Leia. Unless they did come out with a whole new kit for her. Love you too, the dude. Yeah, I think if you have the Zeta to spare, definitely use it on Chief Chirpa. Let's go back to... because I cannot recommend the Ewoks enough. They are a bunch of fun to play. Oh, the kit's the same as original Leia? So she'll go into stealth and do a triple tap eventually? Okay. So let's try to get Chewbacca killed first. Oh, and because the enemies are rebels, they're adding on their basic attacks a expose every time they do a basic. That's going to be really devastating when you start having to fight and use C3PO. Let's see. Let's do Ewok Elder. Remove turn meter. Go for a taunt. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Rebels adding expose, as well as calling Chewie to assist. So then you've got, like, say Han Solo does his basic, double taps, two exposes, so that's 40% taken away. Chewie goes, another expose, so that's 60% of a character's health being taken away, not even counting the damage that they deal from their attacks. That's just from the exposes. That's crazy. And then lastly, the stealth hiding C3PO. So part of my plan is I'm going to leave C3PO till the end, especially since he doesn't do any damage. So my plan of attack, I'm thinking, is going to be get rid of Chewbacca first, so that there's no guard on the other characters. Then go for Han, R2, Leia, C3PO. Thanks, Smelly Knee. That's good to hear. I have considered Twitch streaming. I am going to go with this first, as well as making more videos. I've been kind of swamped with school lately, which I know it's a lame excuse, but now that we're finally, today was my last day of class, I'll finally have a chance to start making some more videos and maybe do some more streams. I don't know if there's any difference between Twitch and YouTube live streaming though anymore. Yes, thanks Watch for Ice. Is that my guildmate friend Physics? Physics was able to help me out, as well as some other very kind allies in my guild at getting the stream going. Okay, any team lineup you guys want me to use, or just stick with the Chirpa lead and these four that I got going with it? Thanks, Casey. And y'all feel free to spread this stream around Discord. I didn't get to publicize it much, just shared it with my Discord server with you guys. Let's see. Oh, I meant to turn on the game volume. I'm gonna back out of this and turn on the volume. Okay, you guys let me know if you can hear the sound now. Okay, sweet. Sweet. Okay. And the indoor Rebel Commando seems like he's the same as the territory battle version of Hoth Rebel Soldier. So normally the opening move is always going to be using Paplu, and I got him to be, with my mods, to be the fastest. Okay, is the stream back up and running now? Okay, good. So I modded my Paplu, and this is the same kind of modding you'll want to do when using them in Territory War or in Grand Arena, which I love that new game mode, by the way. But Paplu gets plus 50 speed when he's not taunting. And since he doesn't start with an auto taunt or anything, then at the beginning of the battle, he's already got plus 50 speed. If you use Galvanize on an ally, even if they've been stunned, screwed over by any of the enemies, he'll call them to assist. They gain 10% from the move. The leadership from Chirpa will give another 20%. So you don't even have to have a fast Elder or Low Gray. And there we go. Let's do... So we want to focus attack. And this is a part of what's gonna make this, even though it's the same enemies mostly as the Chewbacca event that was really hard just a couple months ago. What's gonna make this so much easier is the fact that we have Law Gray who can put daze on the enemies. When you put daze on Chewbacca, completely neuters him. Let's do Elder for the turn meter boost. Let's get rid of that taunt. Mass assist. Now let's take Han down. Yeah, I'm going to see how it does on auto. Swap back over to Han. Okay, let's pull out a T-Bow lead. Let's see what happens. I'll use whatever you guys suggest. To answer Jarko Hub's comment, I can't do anything with what I've got going. Like, can't downgrade any of my characters. High level, I think that for players that plan to get new legendaries, try to save gold up and only use it. Try to get a bank of, say, 10 million, 20 million gold. And don't let it go lower than that. So that anytime you do have a new event or a new legendary coming, you're ready to build up the necessary characters. Let's do a T-Bow lead. Who should my other 4 be? I'll let you guys put in the comments what it should be, and I'll use those. So let's throw Scout is in. Well, I guess Wicket's the hardest. So let's, or the hardest to farm, the hardest to get. So let's maybe leave out Wicket. Okay, we can take Wicket. T-Bow, Scout, Chirpa, Log, Wicket. My circuits are shivering. Okay. Now what I wish they added to Wicket's kit was that this call to assist could dispel. Let's add in... Oh, got dodged. Okay. Kind of difficult. Let's remove some turn meter here. Dang! So I'm glad I was able to use Wicket, because I'm gonna have to hope that he can save me. Oh no! The sound effects from C3PO are pretty cool. Okay, that was tough. Let's try again. That was funny, Aquanova. Yeesh. So as I said before about how I love Elder because of his revive, you really want to have Elder available to use in this event for these upper tiers whenever it's easy for you to have a character die. Yeah, now that C3PO is doing the... I guess when you get to tier 6, C3PO has been leveled up enough that he has that unique where the rebels get their exposes. So, using crappy Ewoks, I'm not seeing it happen. Let's do original 4 plus Paplu. Now let's do a revive. Oh, perfect. So Chirpa assisted, which gave him a lot of turn meter. Now I'm going to do the heal. And Tebow's about to get to go and give the whole team full turn meter. Now let's do our taunt. Let's get rid of those buffs. So I'm not going to use the cleanse right now, because I think it's more important that while all the enemies have low turn meter, that I am taking advantage of my ewoks going all the time. Okay, I'm not recognizing Indoor Rebel Commando's kit. So I think that that is a new character design, where when an ally drops below, I guess 100% health, he gets taunt and counter. Another strategy that you guys can use when playing is to use specials as much as you can, so that you can, from Chirpa's Zeta leadership, get plenty of assist. Let's see, guard makes it so they can't lose turn meter. Is that correct? No, they still can, even with guard. Okay. Okay, I want to try that again. I don't think that Confuse or anything C3PO is doing is hurting us too much. Okay. Again, let's do the heal. Full turn meter. Let's keep R2 from taking turns. Let's call... call Tebow in. Mass assist on R2. Remove some turn meter off Han. Let's go ahead and get him killed. That's okay. Tebow's doing pretty good. Okay, yeah, that was kind of brutal. What team should I use now? Should I try to stick with these guys? Because I might be able to get 6-star, 7-star. It might take hours like it did last time. Okay, that's good. Last time my Paplu got stunned and it kind of messed up my flow. Dang it. Yeah, I do need to kill Chewie. Okay, let's try to get rid of... R2 stuns have been really killing us. I don't know if I can say yet whether it's more difficult than the Chewie event. No! Okay, that's good. I was really hoping... Okay, I think we could have done it if Elder hadn't died just then. Let's see. Not yet. So C3PO. Okay, so the expose that they keep putting on us is really killing us. That's why I would recommend using Logray, since if he gets called to assist, he and whoever calls him both get tenacity up. So that will save our Paplu and actually give us a good defense. Let's call T-Bow to assist. I think we're doing pretty good this time. So Sarah mentioned how she hates helmets. I think that's the same Sarah from the H&N podcast. Since most people like the helmet. Dispel Commando right away. Okay, I'm going to drop T-Bow. I'm going to bring in Logray. Because I still think Wicket's the hardest to get. So you'll have to try to at least prioritize getting these guys. Yeah, I think that's the best lineup, Travis. Cause see, the daze is just too good. Yeah, I was trying it the hard way. Yeah, sorry GamerX, I'm not sure that... I mean, there might be a way to have it work, but it would take probably 4 hours, just like the Chewy one took me. Logray is just so good. Oh, that was good. That was nice. Okay, now that I got R2 down, I'm going to go for Chewbacca. And I don't know if you noticed it, but Scout is a very good character. Not quite as ideal in PvP, but the turn meter reduction is still a very good benefit that he has. So yeah, as long as you got Logray, this seems to be going pretty well. Even without Wicket. Gonna save that mass assist. Beautiful. Reading y'all's comments. Yes, Tebow and Scout both have value. It's just that the other 5 are so much more valuable.
R2, did you get over here at once? This is no time for your foolishness. I have got my
Beep beep boop beep boop boop. Okay, so here's the hard tier 7. Okay, if they kill Elder at the start, I'm just gonna restart. I don't think there's much of a chance without Elder. Always use Pap's Basic on the Taunter. Okay, all 5 people still alive. Let's call Elder. Let's heal ourselves up. So I'm going to use this for the turn meter, since Chirpa can mass call everyone. Yeah. you want me to use the basic on, Travis? That might be true. Okay, got rid of confuse, so that's good. Okay, good. I try to get some turn meter away from him. What's my opinion on Squad Arena with the original Trilogy 5? Kill Order, Chewie, Han, Leia, Soldier, C3, R2. Yeah, I might leave R2. And I think after this one, I'm going to try it with Wicket. Because Wicket is just so good and very essential. Yeah, like you said, Arthur. Wicket's pretty essential. What's your game name, Steven? That was terrible. Yeah, that's the same one. Sven. I remember seeing you. Yeesh. How are you guys liking the Grand Arena? It's got to be one of my favorite modes now. I'm gonna call Elder so that he can revive. That was good. Let us... Without Paplu now, and him taunting, this is going to be hard. Yeah, I'll leave R2. And yeah, my first opponent, I guess a lot of players got tricked by the visuals in Grand Arena. So when you're at that shark bracket, that over 4 point something million, and you have to set 7 teams, it only shows 2 images. So my first opponent only set 2 for defense in that top zone, left a spot empty. And I guess he was just so upset by that that he did 2 attempts against my Revan and then quit. Oh, that was good. Okay. Doing pretty good. We're going to go after the highest turn meter enemy. Let us to give Chirpa some more turn meter. Chirpa has some great abilities. So I love when he gets to take a turn. Oh, I may have messed that up just now. That's what I was hoping for, to get to the point that I could get to the point where I could put the foresight on everybody from Logray. Okay, we got Chewie down. And now let's go for Han. No! We were so close! You know what? I think we might be able to actually pull out a win. Yes, I see that now, Cloaked Wanderer. No! No! Man, we were doing okay until then. Yeah, hit me up on Discord, Sven, and maybe we can get you into the chat so that we can avoid each other during payout. Okay, let's go into stealth first. And call Paplu. Yeah, I don't think original Ewoks would have made the cut. Especially seeing as I'm having so much trouble already. Okay, that was a good start. Let's try and think about this. Okay, so I have been using this one, but the retribution does nothing when everybody's in stealth, so that might have been a bad move. Let's save this still. Okay, now let's go ahead and revive. Wipe away turn meter. Get rid of these translates. No! Okay, yeah, I might as well restart. I'm not sure how much I'll play. I actually didn't think it would take this long. I think messing around with crappy Ewoks is what made it take longer. I would leave R2 alone if I could, but he's the only one I can hit while in stealth. Anytime anyone else comes out of stealth, I'll go after them. Let's see. Considering the commando seems to be not too bulky, I'm gonna try killing... Dang it. I wish I'd gotten lucky on a revive. Okay, that's good. That's good. Difficult decisions. Dang it. I should have done the days. Yeah, I think that'll be my plan. Bounce between Commando and Chewie. So the reason why I use Paploo's specials is because they have a chance to call an ally to assist. His basic does not. Like right now, I could use his basic, get rid of that stuff. But I just got 2 assists because I used a special. I think we've made some progress in figuring out the strategy. Good, 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 good. I'm just... Okay. Now I'm going to taunt here since Leia's about to go, and I do not want her wiping out my Elder. She loves to target Elder. And let's put speed down onto Han. I am not getting lucky with my revives. Okay. This is good. This is good. Let us take out Leia, who did not lose any turn meter. This is looking good. Did you see how it looked like Han did his special and only got about maybe 40-50% turn meter? That means his crit chance mustn't be that high. Yep, still edit. That's awesome. Yeah, unless something goes terribly wrong, this should be it. Oh, now see, that sucks. Because of Confuse, I couldn't go into stealth. That means I won't get Foresight or anything either. But since I put Daze on Leia, she shouldn't go more than once. Yep, there we go. Okay. Now nobody's confused. Oh yeah. Dang it. Let's wipe away Han's turn meter. Now kill Leia. Beautiful. R2's almost dead. Why can't I kill R2? I think we've done it. Although I want Paploo alive to see the victory. So let's see if we can save Paploo. Yes! Oh yeah. Paploo's back! So now that we've just about beat it, my verdict is going to be that if you have the proper characters, that none of them have been panic farms, like the last one with Chewie. Oh, let's watch this. That was beautiful. I'm so glad I played with sound for once. That's awesome. That's awesome. Thanks, guys. Yeah, that's a good idea about Leia and C3PO putting a bunch of exposes. So whoever mentioned running the original trilogy as a team, the main characters, that could work. C3PO gives Princess Leia some use again. Let's activate our C3PO. That's cool. Now I should have enough gear to get him to gear 9. He's pretty carb hungry, so it makes it harder to get him up. So many button presses. Yes, they do. They do need an equip all button. It was very hard to save those carbs. Yeah, and this is where I'm going to be stopped. Run out of carbs. Should have enough of everything else. Oh, I guess I've run out of these guys too. Yeah, I think I saw Nuke can do that too. That's pretty great. I am excited about C3PO because I think there are many meta teams that he can be used with, especially in raids. Because he, just like Hermit Yoda, how he doesn't attack, he also gets to escape. So we finally have another character that we can reuse in... Okay, let's favorite him. We finally have another character that we can reuse in the Sith raid. I'm excited to try him in the... with the Jedi Training Ray in Phase 1. Because now R2 is going to be putting exposes on his basic. Which if he gets a crit, that could be 2 exposes. They all get boosted... Let's look at them. So now, your JTR team in Phase 1, I'm not sure who to take out yet. It might be Scav Ray, even though she does do a lot of damage. Oh, that's a good question about whether, if they're both in it, whether they'll escape together. I would say probably not. I'd say you're probably then in a gridlock where neither of them, whoever dies first, the other one gets to escape. So, in raids, I don't think you should pair them together. But yeah, so in Phase 1 of Heroic Sith Raid, if you get to use C3PO, there's now plus 20% crit damage. And if you can stack onto... If you can get some Confuses stacked onto Nihilus and just get it up to 3... Oh, no, not the basic. It's the buffs. That way you don't have to worry about tenacity, the high tenacity on the bosses. Is it this one? Yeah, translation. So I'm thinking take Jedi Training Ray. Instead of calling BB-8, call C3PO. Now, that awkward turn where Training Ray gets to do 2 specials, but then has to do a basic and get defense down. Now, instead, call C3PO, and since your whole team will keep up their translation at 3 the whole match, because they're constantly doing specials. Now, they all get their cooldowns decreased, so Jedi Training Ray loses that awkward turn. So now, Jedi Training Ray, JTR, can always do Wave of the Hand, remove, then special, call C3PO. Wave of the hand, call C3PO. I think that's going to raise the damage ceiling a lot. I'm not sure that he'll be too beneficial. Say maybe a Revan team in Phase 2. But again, with the decreasing cooldowns, which is going to be one of the best parts of his kit, that might make it so that Revan and Yoda can do their big moves more often, as well as letting Bastilla get to call an assist more often. So the way I'm going to test them out is either replace Hermit Yoda with C3PO, since you won't get to reuse either of them, since I think it was Travis that mentioned, or maybe it was Casey. Yeah, Casey talks life about how if you have both of those escape characters in, one of them will have to die first. So in that case, I'll do Hermit Yoda, even though I was thinking of giving up Joe Lee to see if C3PO would do better. I'm not sure that I'm whipped from the event. Probably just a long week. Rebel teams, I think C3PO is going to be great in your Grand Arena. I'm going to save him for offense. Probably going to pair him with my CLS Rebel team, because I think with all those exposes, I'll be able to wipe out Revan, wipe out Traya. So I think that's going to help even more against that team, or on that team against any kind of tough enemy. Now correct me if I'm wrong, but it looked like in the event that this expose, it not only can't be evaded, but couldn't be resisted either. I'll have to go back and rewatch the footage, but it looked like that they were getting through even tenacity up from, I don't know if that's a bug, but whenever tenacity up from low grade was put on the others, they were still getting exposed. Speaking of ewoks, I know a lot of teams work well in Phase 2 of the Heroic Sith Raid, but the 4 ewoks, probably drop Ewok Elder, add in C3PO, and you are going to wreak havoc on Scion. Because these guys are going to get huge amounts of crit damage. What is it? 50%? Yeah, per stack of translation. So if you've got Ewoks that are constantly using specials, keeping those stacks, then with 3 stacks of translation, your Ewoks will have plus 70% crit damage, plus 70% potency, as well as every single one of those little assists, bring in an expose. Let's see. And then against Scion, those Ewoks will have 70% defense penetration. 70%! So forget about Rebels. Take Ewoks with C3PO as your offensive team for Grand Arena or Territory War. Doesn't matter if you're fighting a tank, whether it's GK, Jolie. With all these exposes and all the frequent assists, you'll chew through any enemy you go up against. So I would think of them as like the Chewie effect, how his chew damage does 20% health. Well, if you're constantly getting these exposes and getting assist whenever you do a special with the Ewoks, it'll be similarly OP and strong Ewoks as the Commander Luke with Chewie and Han. I'm not going to use that one yet. I'll have to do some more research, make sure I need it. Yeah, ask me any questions, type them in, and now's the perfect time. It depends on what questions you have, but maybe we'll go for another 10-15 minutes. Yeah. Thanks, Jubei. Solo HAAT with JTR. Oh. Yes. Great point, Travis. That's another great thing that I was thinking of is Confuse. It'll probably take some time for us to figure out how to use it, how to use Translate, how to use it, make them good. But one of the important things to note is that first, Confuse makes it so that they can't gain buffs. So if you take this into phase 1 of the HAAT, you're now preventing Grievous from getting his, whatever the name of that special buff is, that allows him to regain turn meter every time an ally's hit. And that's what happens when he gets that up, and then he calls allies to, summons new allies, and then you hit them. It looks like he's getting immediately full turn meter, but it's just because you're hitting the allies with your counters. Well, now, with C3PO, he can't gain buffs, and it's for 3 turns. So even better than CLS's 2-turn buff immunity, you've now got 3 turns of Grievous not being able to get buffs. In phase 3 of the HAAT, you get 2 confuses on the enemy. Now, the B2 loses that counter chance he had. So Han Solo can just go to town with the turn meter reduction without having to worry about getting countered. Yeah, I do think that C3PO definitely has great potential in the HAAT and the Sith Raid and in PvP. So truly a good legendary character that has a lot of usability in different areas. Welcome, Anton. That is an interesting... That's an interesting point. Let's look at... I hope that's the way it works. It would be really good if that's the way it works, even if they don't often go together. But I have a feeling that if they're still an ally, since both of them, Hermit Yoda and C3PO, are both on the same team still in the field, neither of them will escape since they're still an ally. Because in the English translation, let's see, which unique is it? Wait for me. When there are no other allied combatants. You know, that's a great question to bring up with the devs. Hopefully they do both escape. Yes, Silverbolt, definitely potency, since his only function is to take turns and apply debuffs. You mainly have him on your team for his uniques and the translation buff and the debuffs. Let's see. So since he also is a Galactic Republic Rebel Resistance, then when he uses his basic, he should also be applying an expose, even if he doesn't deal damage. Right, yeah, you don't have to deal damage. So he'll be applying exposes. Although, he'll be getting 20% potency. So he'll be set on potency as well. Yeah, mod him for potency and health with some speed. Actually, yes, I would put a lot of speed on him because we'll have to see how it works. But if you've got translation on a bunch of allies, he does his special that is a mass assist. And then your allies with translation let's see. Each time they use a special ability. So you've got C3PO. He does his special, calls everyone to assist. 3-turn cooldown. Then, before he takes his next turn, all your allies will use a special, reapply their translate, and if they've got 3 stacks of it, C3PO's cooldown decreases. So you only need 2 allies to use their specials in between C3PO's oh my goodness special, and C3PO will be able to every single turn, as long as you've got 2 allies using their specials in between, he'll constantly do mass assist, mass assist, mass assist. That's a really good special. Giving a target ally translation, inflicting confuse on the enemy for 3 turns, and then calling all allies to assist. That's a good special. Protocol. Oh, in the bubble? Yeah, somebody should post on Reddit, try to find what that translation is. I'm not up to date on my Star Wars hieroglyphics. Well, awesome. This is a lot of fun. I'm glad it didn't take 4 or 5 hours and me have to sleep overnight and wake up in the morning to beat it, just like last time for the Chewbacca event. You guys got any more questions? Anything else you want to check out before we go? A few takeaways. I'm going to try to turn this into a guide as well, same as the Chewbacca guide, where it's not just me playing through it, but explaining and going back and analyzing the way things were working. Yes, I did just unlock him, Tyrone. 7-star, got him to Gear 9. Haven't done the Zetas yet. But, so a few takeaways would be kill order, I think, is to, if you can, kill Chewbacca first, but likely you'll have to go for the soldier. And then I think it's best to get rid of Leia, since she deals so much damage. 3 exposes on her basic. It's just devastating. So kill her, then Han, then R2, then finally C3PO. Use specials to get allies to assist. Try to keep Confuse off of your allies so that you can use Logray's buffs. Foresight, damage up, offense up. Also be careful to keep daze on the enemies as much as you can, because that will prevent Leia from doing 3 hits. It'll just be down to 1. It'll keep Chewbacca from assisting, and it'll keep Han from doing 2 on his basic. So it's pretty crucial that you have Logray. I'd also say it's pretty crucial to have Wicket, although if you did drop anybody, I'd say it might be possible without Wicket. I think Paplu's Dispel was super helpful in getting rid of the taunt and retribution on that indoor tank. You might be able to do it without Paplu. Well, I know other people have, but ideally, I think it could work without Paplu and with either Tebow or Scout in there. We didn't take Tebow into the final 2 rounds successfully, but I think that his turn meter reduction was helping a lot the rounds that we did play with him. It should be recorded still, Kyle, so that you can go back and rewatch it if you want. And everyone be sure, go to my Discord. I will add it to the comments. Or I'll one sec. I'll grab a link right now. Let's see. There's the link to Discord. And I'll add it to the description as well. So if you have any more questions or want any more tips on how I was able to beat the event, hit me up on there. I'll be much more active during these holidays since I won't have school. Great job, Spectre, on doing it without Wicket and Gear 10. And yes, Zeta on Turbo Lead, I want to say, is a requirement. This is different than the Lucky Boba lead for the Chewbacca event. I don't think there are 2 viable leads for this event. Yes. You need the turn meter regeneration. Just the mini assist. You need those. In low gray is pretty much necessary too. Because without the foresight, the days, it would be so difficult. But luckily, all the ones that you need, besides Wicket, they aren't too hard to farm. It does take a lot of guild event currency, but they're within reach. Okay, if nobody else has any more questions, we'll probably call it a night. Any theory crafting you guys want to do about C3PO before we go? Oh, that's good, Silverbolt. Thanks for bringing that up. So Silverbolt tested having Hermit Yoda and C3PO with the other 3 dying, and they do both escape. So that will open up some raid teams that could use both of them with 3 attackers. That's awesome. Also, it helped me when trying to get Revan. If you guys didn't know, in the weekly shipments, these are going to be hints as to what's coming, whatever they put in the weekly shipments, as well as helping you with whatever's coming. So they put Ewok Elder here, so there's a few shards there. But at the bottom, for Revan, they had the Old Republic characters here. And now for the C3PO event, they've got these Ewoks here. So if you do have the spare crystals because you're doing well in Arena, or you think it's worth it to get C3PO, this is a good quick way to bulk up your shard count. And for some reason, Ewok Elder is only 1250 crystals compared to the others all being 2000 crystals. Don't know why that is. I am saving my... Yes, you should. This way you also don't have to worry about RNG. Like say you're just trying to farm your tunes and hope that maybe on the last day you can get there. But when you finally realize you don't have to wait for RNG in this shop to hope that they happen to appear. Just go to your weekly shipments and get 25 full shards of them. Yes, that's a good point too. You can get the Ewoks in Bronziums. I am not using my Bronziums. I've got almost 300. I heard that they're going to use something else to do with them. It might be a bad value, the same way that, if you ask me, 50,000 for 30 of these, I don't know that that's the best value. But I'm saving mine just in case. The only time I use my Bronziums is if I happen to run out of shard store currency. But I rarely do now that I don't have anything left to farm in most of these shops. So I can just turn that straight into currency. Well, this was a lot of fun. I appreciate everybody that showed up and join me for the stream. If you guys like it, then leave a like on the stream and hit me up on Discord and leave your thoughts there. I'll do more of these in the future. And now that I know how to play the game up on the computer while streaming, maybe I can do some more live videos and live new events. So I hope you all have a very blessed Merry Christmas. And I will be signing out. God bless you guys.